I'm very proud to be here. Hi, I'm Aaron Ratchman, I'm the CEO and founder of Orphidia, and we're changing the way that medical blood testing works. So traditionally, when you go to the clinic, you have to have a lot of blood taken, you have to wait a lot of days, and you actually have to, it costs a lot of money. And this means that medical diagnostics is delayed, and actually today, 1 in 3 people who die from chronic diseases such as heart disease and cancer, a major contributing factor is they're not diagnosed early enough. So Orphidia really changes that whole vision because we enable automated fast diagnosis within 20 minutes from when you arrive from the clinic from a small blood sample. So this means that you're able to be diagnosed earlier and actually save lives. But in addition, we're able to create more information leading to more improved health diagnostics. So this is the way it works. So this is the way it works. On our single chip, we're able to do 40 medical tests. So this goes into our portable reader. A single blood drop goes onto this. It goes into our portable reader, and then that goes into urgent care clinics, pharmacy clinics, any clinic where you can go within 20 minutes of where you are and be tested immediately and get those data results to you and your physician within 20 minutes. In addition to the patient benefit, we're creating a new revenue stream for clinics. So every time a patient's tested, the clinic is able to generate $100 of new revenue, and that's $50 of new profit every single time a patient is tested. The other $50 goes to Orphidia, and that's actually generating $45 of new profit for Orphidia, which is a 90% profit margin. And in addition to the new profit that we're generating for clinics, we're also creating new benefits in addition. So there's no CapEx, there's no upfront cost for the clinic to implement medical testing. There's also improved patient turnaround, and there's also improved patient compliance because you can diagnose a patient the first time you see them. Our system is a platform technology. So we're starting off with this single chip which does everything from lipids to electrolytes to cardio markers on a single chip. But we're also able to bring out new chips which do further types of testing, everything from cancer screening to infectious diseases and many more. And it's also a data platform. All these different markers that are going through our system, they're actually, we're able to generate large data sets of longitudinal biomarker information which we can mine for new diagnostics and new therapeutics as well. And we're very proud to have these partners. We're very excited. We're working with the senior heads of pathology, the main people in charge of lab testing at all these large health organizations. And they're very excited to set up in-clinic studies with us later this year. So we got a great team. So everything, the team has everything from deep science knowledge to the business skills to execute on our vision. And we're very excited to move forward and deliver this product. And if you're interested to find out more or potentially set up partnerships with us, please come and find us afterwards. We're very interested to talk with you. Thank you very much.
Great job, Warren. Keep that. Now we're going to move right to Q&A from the judges.
I really like as a patient, the outcomes. I can see how you can get much better outcomes here. I'm especially interested when you look at these small and large clinics. Are you really going after replacing a value prop of their existing process, or is this all about, as they change their process and go to a more distributed last mile and an on-demand service in a different way of diagnosing patients?
So it's a great question. So at the beginning, we're starting with the traditional clinics. So we're going to them and we're enabling them to create new revenue and also improve their patient benefits. So we're starting with those players so that we can show that our system works and gain credibility. But obviously, going forward, we're enabling new health models. So there's a huge push towards telemedicine. There's a lot of telemedicine companies today. But a key factor that's missing from telemedicine is that you don't have distributed diagnostic systems. So 70% of diagnosis is based on lab diagnostics. But today, there is no portable diagnostic system that's equivalent to a lab system that can enable telemedicine to work. So that's really a key deficiency. And we've been talking to companies They're really pioneering distributed health systems, everything from Heal, Circle Medical, and many telemedicine companies as well. And this is the facet that they're missing. And they're really interested to partner with us too. But we need to start off in those health clinics so we can generate revenue and gain credibility first.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting how the model can change, but can you talk, Aaron, more about the actual clinical portion of your testing in terms of sensitivity and specificity for the various tests?
Yes, absolutely. So we've been comparing with blood samples, we've been comparing 2 lab results. We started off with the University of Cambridge Hospital in UK, and we've been validating direct comparison with lab results with our system. So we've been showing sensitivity and specificity equivalent to those lab tests for our first tests. And then we're now moving to our in-clinic partnerships here in the US with UCLA Health and with Geisinger and these other partners.
So this is a big market, so it's great to tackle. What exactly is the patents and IP protection around it? The device or the modules or how the specific tests are designed?
So there's patents around the device and also the microfluidic chip. So those patents include the high accuracy of deposition, control of fluid. So really one of the key facets of our system is very high accuracy and number of tests. These are really the improvements that we've made over traditional systems. These are key to the market. Traditional point-of-care systems, point-of-care portable systems have been low accuracy, low number of tests, and this means that they're not really a replacement for lab systems. There's just a rapid augmentation. But our system, we're able to control very precisely the fluid at the microscale, and we are able to do a large number of tests. And that's really comes down to our technology innovations. So we have really precise valving, control of fluid. We have very precise reagent deposition that comes out of our surface functionalization chemistry. There's multiple innovations that we've made in the technology, the engineering at the microscale. Our assays are the same as lab-based assays. So we don't have new science in that way, new biology, but we have key innovations in the microcontrol at the microscale that lead to high accuracy control.
Does the cost change if you're doing 1 test or 40 tests? And what do you do with that extra data if you see some markers that's something they weren't testing for?
Right. So this is really, that's a great question as well. This is really one of the fundamental additional advantages of our system. So with traditional lab systems, you're only, it's additional cost for every single test that the lab needs to do. So they only do the tests that are actually ordered. That means that limits the amount of information that's actually being harvested. With our system, there is no additional cost to doing more tests in terms of the production of a chip. There's a single fixed cost to produce a microfluidic chip, no matter how many tests are on there. And this means that we actually monitor all those different markers every time a patient's tested. Now, what we actually report to the physician is what they pay for, so what they reimburse, but we're actually monitoring all those different markers every single time. So we're actually building up the huge data sets there.
If you have that data available and a doctor orders an additional test, can you just pull those results?
You can just pull it straight up and they just pay for that and they get it immediately.
So you have many different diagnostic tests that you run. Are you validating in a phase-wise process, again, back to the sensitivity and specificity for each of these different tests? Can you talk a bit about that and the process of approval?
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're validating each test on our platform, and then we're comparing that using blood samples, so direct blood sample analysis with external labs. And we're demonstrating that we have the same sensitivity, specificity, same variation as inter-lab variation for every single test. And we're submitting that then to, we're going to submit that early next year to 510K FDA process.